It is Jay Jackson into the game bucket.
Home run, Trayvon Robinson, straight away.
And welcome back to the Brushback podcast. I think this is episode 3 or 4. Not sure. We're going to get back into it. I think it's episode 4. But we're going to get into it. We're going to do the second part of the spring training episode, which is Arizona spring trainings. So let's hop into it. You know what I'm saying? What's the pros and cons of being in Arizona compared to Florida? You know what I'm saying? T-Wolf, sorry, introduction.
Yes.
Your boy Smiley J right here. T-Rob down there across from me, wherever the hell he might be.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get into it. T, what you think about Arizona spring training?
Oh, man. Hey, and whoever go out there and, talk about Arizona, just be careful because your boy lives here, man. So we reside here.
We know where you at.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm over here somewhere, bro. So, but yeah, man. Who you want to start off with, bro?
You want to start off with that, or you want to get into these pros and cons? Like, how you want to knock it out? We can go pros and cons first, I guess. The pros of Arizona. Yeah. My bad.
Yes.
The first pro to being in Arizona spring training is the travel. I don't care what anybody says. Travel got to be number one. Travel got to be number one compared to Florida. Because hey, these trips are so much shorter, man. Oh my god! Except for if you hit that 5 o'clock traffic.
Bro, you're gonna be
on the way back. Night. You're definitely gonna be home every night, and you're gonna be home at a decent time. Night. But that 5 o'clock traffic coming from like Peoria back down to Scottsdale. On a bus.
I'm gonna give everybody an update. So everybody's moving to Arizona, bro, from California, from Washington, Oregon, like all those neighboring states. They all coming down here, and I'm letting you know, spring training is gonna be very interesting for these folks out here, bro. I think traffic is about to be dumb.
It's different.
But
it's different.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's always a good time. The weather's always almost immaculate. It never rains. So another pro, never rains. It's normally hot as hell.
Rained yesterday.
Did it? Well, damn. I'll walk back my statements again. But hardly ever rain.
No, you're right though. It hardly rains. It hardly rains. It's hot as hell here. You're
getting all the games. You getting enough at bats and pitching enough for sure. But definitely weather, travel. I don't know. Besides the beach, the atmosphere in Scottsdale. Well, the atmosphere in Scottsdale is pretty lit too. You know what I'm saying? Scottsdale, Arizona, Peoria's kind of getting bigger. Glendale's getting bigger. Where else? They're trying to do something with Mesa out there too. I see Mesa's
Mesa's extending out.
Yeah, Mesa's getting out there too. So they're doing some work out there. They're doing some good things. I enjoyed my time in Arizona spring training. I definitely had a lot of them. I've had more Arizona spring trainings than Florida spring trainings. And me being and living on the West Coast, I enjoy Arizona spring training too, just because I'm closer to that side of the family. But right now, to tell you, I'm actually in Florida right now at my home. Oh, you see with the pictures back here, the Griffey and the Bugs Bunny. You see me out here doing it. But I'm actually in Florida right now. Getting ready for this season. And before we jump into the Arizona spring training facilities and whatnot, want to kind of, but not really, walk back my comments about the Twins facility because I haven't been there in a while, so I need to go see it. And I think by the time this thing drops, we might have a surprise, and the kid might actually be in Fort Myers. So this is just giving a little tidbit to the people out there. We're gonna pray for it, but it looks like the kid might be in Fort Myers and might be in the Twin Cities.
Prayers up,
so hey, I appreciate it. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna walk back my comments on that a little bit, but also I need to go see the new stadium and see the renovations and see the things. So I can't say how it is now compared to when I was last there, because when I was last there it wasn't fantastic. So, but I know
it was a long time ago. Same with me, bro. I haven't been there in a while either, bro. So I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, but that
it wasn't a bad place. It just hasn't been updated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a bad place. The city's not bad. It was just the constructs of everything. You know what I mean? You know, if you want the nuts and bolts. But I think they renovated some stuff. And again, organization wise, can't say enough about them. Great organization. It was just the amenities at the time. So we're gonna put a disclaimer on that from the previous episode for the kid.
Yeah. No, you're good, bro. You're good. Yeah, you're good. Nah, man. Prayers up to that, and I hope they get you more so. They're gonna get a good player, but they're gonna get a good person too. So
I appreciate it. Yeah,
city of Minneapolis need that. So I hope you get that, bro. Real shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a blessing. Thanks to the organization for holding on to the kid and looking after him, and keeping in contact with me for the whole time. But hopefully, by the time this comes out, I will be a Minnesota Twin, and we'll see what happens. We'll run it back into this Arizona spring training episode. Just had to drop that little tidbit of Florida information for the people. But as far as, like I said, atmosphere, vibes, besides the beach vibe, you got a bunch of people here from the West Coast. You got the clubs, you got the food, you got a lot of Latin cuisine coming in.
Can be dangerous sometimes too.
You get a lot of the Latin cuisine in here, and it's so good because it's more authentic here than you get in a lot of places.
Yeah.
The people, like I said, the females, for a lot of the younger guys coming in, the females out here are it's a different ball game on them. You got a lot of external factors to stop you from playing baseball out here.
Yeah, and yes, bro. Hey, I want to put this out there too, and this is what really gets me is the drinking and driving, bro.
It's crazy.
All the young draftees. The big leaguers. We got to put big leaguers out there because big leaguers, they think they got money. They think that, nah, bro.
Man,
get an Uber or walk.
Yes,
like don't even play around with it, bro. I know you got your Bentley. I know you leave it, bro.
Have a driver. Get a driver, bro. Once you get to the big leagues, like once I started making enough to Uber, especially in Arizona, I Ubered everywhere I went, bro. Especially if I was going to dinner.
Yeah.
After dinner, coming home, whatever it might be. Unless I was going to the stadium, I was Ubering, bro. Especially when I knew I could make enough money to do that. I mean, I understand it with the younger guys, with them, not being able to necessarily afford Ubers all the time because those Uber prices, they get high, especially on the weekends down there.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you guys, for your benefit, for your safety, Uber, get a driver, carpool, get a DD, something. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it. Worst case, man. Keep your homies
worst case scenario.
They don't drink.
Yeah. Worst case scenario. If you need the kid and I'm around too, holler at me. I'm pretty sure I got some connections to get you somewhere safe too. So that's just throwing it out there, fellas.
Exactly.
Look, we're here to help. We don't want to see you boys get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's a headache not only for you guys, but it's a headache for the organization to lose a player for a while. So I don't want to take anything. Organizations kind of look down on that sometimes. So it's for your better investment in your careers, fellas. Again, fellas, ladies, whoever it might be in Arizona, period, but especially talking to the young baseball players, old baseball players, all our friends that are going through this, especially during spring training, because they're out there for sure looking for people and trying to get these quotas up.
Accessible is right there.
Be careful. Be smart. We want to see you enjoy your careers, have long careers, have longevity in this thing. We want to see you guys be safe. And I want to pitch against and play against you guys and congratulate you when you get there as well. So for sure, boys,
absolutely,
be safe, be smart, keep your head about you. And enjoy it. Enjoy the time that you have out there for sure. But let's run into these teams in the preview of this Arizona spring training, guys.
We hit the cons yet, did we?
It's hot. It's the desert and it's hot. It's desert and it's hot.
Well, that's towards the end of spring training.
Housing is ridiculously expensive. Housing is ridiculously expensive. That's probably the number one con. That's probably the number one for me because bro, people out here charging $20,000 a month for daggum housing and stuff for spring training is out here ridiculous, bitch. Like, come on, people. I get it. It's a good time of the year.
15 people.
Yeah, I get it's a good time, but
Yeah,
come
man.
on, the market's gotta be a little bit less crazy than that, man. Give us some decent prices
Yeah, the
out there.
market's wild, bro, right now.
Give us like a 5,000, 6,000, 2, 3
Mm-hmm.
bedroom house
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. Like guys can do
Mm-hmm.
that. We can pull the money
Mm-hmm.
together and do that. I remember when I was coming up in the dago spring training housing prices, it was only like 3, 4, 5 grand. We were fitting 4 people in a 3 bedroom. You know what I mean? And we had
Yeah,
money
no
left over
problem, bro.
to eat
Win,
and
bro.
everything else. Yeah.
Win.
Now you get a 2 bedroom for 10 grand. You're like, all my spring training money
Nah,
going in the
bro.
house.
Mm-mm.
I can't eat. I
But
can't
hey,
sleep comfortably. But the house
hey,
nice.
all I'm saying is this, Jay. All I'm saying is this, bro. Let those people do that, man, because it's the economy, how it works. The more
Yeah,
expensive it is, the more that thing's gonna sit, bro. So baseball players, be smart, bro. Be smart. Like you're
yeah,
in a good
100%.
area. Like it's no need to spend $25,000, $30,000 for spring training, bro. Then you got to go to
Yeah,
the season, and then you got to look for a
be
place
broke.
there.
Yeah,
Nah, that money that you're getting for your housing, bro. Save that, man. Hey, I don't care if what zip code is in. I mean, more than likely, a lot of places here in Arizona is pretty good, but you just got to just be smart, man. Like
yeah. You can
it's
find deals.
for a month and a half, bro.
Yeah, you can
For a
find
month and
some
a half.
deals.
You ain't got to be crazy, bro.
You can find some
Hmm.
deals.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
All right, that's like the
housing
only con
prices.
I got.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only kind. Like I said, everything you can be outside a lot. You get to walk around a lot. I feel like that was definitely a
Nice.
pro. Like I said, it's not raining. Like
Hmm.
right now, the weather's beautiful. Right now in Florida, we've got some good weather.
Hmm.
It hasn't rained today, so we're good.
Hmm.
But you can be outside a
Yeah.
lot. You get to do a lot more outdoorsy things. People tend to be,
Hmm.
you know, happier when they're outside moving around and stuff. You get to see that a lot down
Absolutely.
there. So I mean, there's not too many cons. I
Hmm.
think that's why they're trying to move everything to Arizona now and move spring trainings to Arizona
Hmm.
because there's a
Yeah.
lot more stuff. There's not a lot more stuff to do, but there's stuff to do, and you can be outside more. You're not missing as much time. So
Yeah.
there's not many cons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's probably the
For
main
sure.
one. But
Yeah.
other than that, I guess we'll run into these teams unless you can think of any more. We'll just start
Yeah.
popping them out if we think of them as we go
Yeah.
through this thing. You know what I mean? So we'll go from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah,
What
that's
team do you
all I
want to
got,
start
bro.
off with? You want to start off with the teams that
Uh.
have their own places in Arizona, or you want to start off with the
No, let's just start from the far west all the way back to the east. So we can start with the Guardians and the Reds, man. Guardians and the Reds
Guardians and the
facility. They're
Reds?
out there and they're in Goodyear, right? Yeah, they're like the furthest team
Guardians,
east from
yeah, they're in
Goodyear.
good
But
year.
what I like about that complex, bro, is that they have that airplane boneyard.
Yeah, it's right there.
So
Like,
it
that's
kind
tight.
of gives you that visual. Yeah, it gives you that visual like, dang, man, this is actually like pretty cool out here. You got all the different size airplanes and when you're hitting, you're like, nah, man, I'm gonna hit that airplane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But you're
right.
really not. But
You ain't got no chance to hit it, but
it's
you
not
gonna
much
try
out
to.
there. Nah. But
Uh,
it's a good visual. There's nothing much out there in that part of town, but it's a very 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 nice facility, bro. They did their thing when they made that facility for those two teams, and
yeah,
they're close together. They're very close together. But the big league field is pretty unique. The playing surface is great. Um, it's kind of very intimate like setting because it's not too big like on the big league side. You can still like feel like you can still have a conversation if you're a fan or whatnot. I don't think the
okay.
prices are too big out there, but I feel like it's a more of a settle part of spring training. You know what I'm saying? Then when you start going back east, to those bigger places or whatnot. But I can fuck with that place. That place is straight. I like that. What
I've
you got
only
on that?
been. I was gonna say I've only been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was brand new the first time I really went out there because I was playing um a long time ago. When it was when I was with the Cubs, and for some reason I feel like in spring training you always end up playing people in your division more than you play
Oh,
most like
always,
other teams, which is
always.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like spring training
absolutely.
is supposed to be the time I'm supposed to be facing you guys when I'm going to see you 45, 50 times during the year. But whatever, I don't know what's going on with that, man. They do what they want.
Like, bro, I
I
don't
ain't
want you to like.
going.
I don't want you to look and see what
You
I'm
see
working on,
everything,
bro. Come on, man.
every day. Come on, but no, the
Jay
playing
working on the
surf.
split.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you put that in the report. We see you. You can't get nothing by us. Like, man, come on, bro.
Beef starts in spring training. Nah, bro, I'm good, man.
Yeah, let me go on somewhere. But no, playing stuff is like you said, Goodyear, being out there and whatnot. Like Goodyear, they're building Goodyear up too. They're building some stuff around it, but the area is getting nice. It's again stadium. It was new when I was there, and they all the Arizona ones. I feel like they're all becoming similar. You know what I mean? They're all trying to do the same things. They're trying to pack as much as they can in the tightest spaces to have everybody together. And that was like one of the first ones that they did. It was with Goodyear and then the one in Scottsdale. So, you know, those are the OG ones. Yeah. But like, again, they kept the playing surfaces pretty good. Again, the away locker rooms are always trash in spring training. So we're not going to get into those.
That's everywhere.
So
we're going to. Yeah, we're going
to discard the spring training locker rooms for most people because it is truly like just basic locker rooms, like your high school standard locker rooms normally when you go on the away side. But as far as playing surface and everything like that, love the stadiums. Like the pro grounds crews that we have, they keep the fields immaculate everywhere we go. So. Especially during spring training, they know how many people are going to be out there and whatnot. They work from 3-4 o'clock in the morning till 7-8 o'clock at night on those fields in spring training every day. It is nuts. So as far as playing surface and everything, love Goodyear. Goodyear, like you said. No, big ups to
I'm saying big ups to the maintenance field crew because them people are not recognized like that, man.
They should be.
There's some real good talent. That's a talent, bro. That's good.
It's a talent. It's a skill. Those people love their job. They love being out there all the time. Like they do a lot of work, and we do appreciate them. Just come from the Brushback podcast to all the field crews out there. Hey, we love you, boys. You do a great job for us. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But it's playing surfaces. Love it. We'll run into these teams real quick though. We have the Cleveland Guardians and the Cincinnati Reds. Guardians.
Yes.
Didn't they hire Stephen Vogt? They hired Vogt, didn't they? As their manager. So
yes.
You know.
Yeah. They did. So that was early too, bro. That was early in the season.
They hired Vogt too. They hired Vogt, which was a good hire for them, especially coming in after Tito. That was a good hire. I like where they're going with that. Their team's young. They got some veterans in there, but you know, they're not always rebuilding, but they always have a pretty young team. They're in a small market, so they keep everything kind of low profile and stuff, but they always stay competitive in that AL Central. So it'll be interesting to see what they do and the pieces they put around them and the guys they have now. They always have good pitching, so we'll always give them that. They've got some hitters now.
They breed that well. I feel like they're the St. Louis Cardinals of the AL. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just have a consistent way of how they play baseball, but they're always there. They got good pitching. They got their guys, you know, Jose Ramirez. They had Lindor. Obviously they traded him. It's a lot of guys.
They got Liriano.
Names? Nailers, the Naylor brothers.
They're both Nailers. They got Bo and Josh over there. They have the outfielder that came from the A's, Ramon Liriano. They got Liriano over there.
Yes,
that man took me deep last year, so we're not going to get into that.
Yeah,
he got me on the board.
I don't worry about it, bro.
Put the kid on the board last year.
Bro. One pitch, one swing, bro.
Hey man, so
you might see him a lot this year, bro. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna see him a lot. Hey, we're gonna be ready.
Yeah, they just got a good way of they play baseball, man, and I really enjoy looking at them play. You know what I'm saying? Looking at following them, and when I was with the Pirates, even in AAA, bro, they kind of kept it consistent even when they went to the big leagues too. So I like the way they play, and I very, very appreciate the traditional way of how they run things over there. Also, I like the way that they hire Steve Vogt is because we know catchers. They're
they know the whole game. They know the whole game. I respect catchers that. More. Yeah.
They know the whole game. So big 100%. Ups for the Guardians in doing that. I wish you guys nothing but the best. And I think that was a good signing, bro.
No, 100%. I feel like they're going to have a solid team this year. Like you said, they're always in the thick of it. Probably seen them a lot this year. They're always competitive in the AL Central. There's a lot of small market teams in there that kind of do the same things, play the same type of ball, and they just kind of battle it out all year. But, you know, I feel like they're going to have a good it's going to be a good battle. It's going to be a good chance for them to, take the AL Central and be competitive and see what they do. It's going to, like I said, it's going to be a dogfight in the AL Central. Everybody's kind of similar. You have, the Twins have been running it the past couple of years, which I'm glad to be a part of. But these teams, they all kind of fight against each other. You got the Guardians, you got the Royals, you got the White Sox, you got the Twins, you got the Tigers. They're all normally scrapping in there together, doing kind of the same thing. So, I mean, I feel like they're going to be competitive. It's going to be fun. I think they're going to be right there and have a chance to be at the top of the AL Central. But, it's going to come down. It's going to come down to their pitching and their defense, really. So we'll switch gears.
Absolutely, pitching
from them.
Wins.
Yeah, pitching and defense. We've said it on the whole last episode, but from there, from the Guardians, we'll switch over to the Cincinnati Reds. Reds made a bunch of moves.
Exciting.
They're trying to make some moves, huh? They're trying to make some runs over here. They're trying to do something special.
Bro. I like it.
Hey, they went ahead and be like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and spend some money a little bit. That again, spring training ballpark is tight. I mean, balls fly all over Arizona, regardless. It's definitely it's a hitter's spring training facility. But to go from Arizona and then go to Great American. Man, those Reds hitters gotta love it. You know what I mean? But as far as their team,
I never played in Great America, so everybody was saying like, "Hey, that place flies, bro." Yeah. Does it fly?
It flies.
I never been there before.
Bro, have you seen some of these balls? Have you seen some of these balls like on just the highlights that they show you? But that ball left the stadium. And well, the dude hitting it shouldn't have hit that ball out the stadium. Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. Like, as a player, you see a dude hit a ball, you're like, yeah, he got that. But then you see him hit it, and you're like, yeah, your ass shouldn't have not hit that ball that far. We both know you shouldn't have hit it. Yeah, I got all of that one. You ain't got that much pop, no way to be hitting it that far, but we'll respect it because of where we're at. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like that dude who hit that ball in Reno or in Vegas, they hit it like, and leaned on it. And then like, we're in Reno, bro. Right?
Hey, Salt Lake too, bro. Salt Lake. Hey, there's a lot of places in that PCL where you'd be like, bro, come on, bro.
Salt Lake, I can honestly say the balls I've seen get toted in Salt Lake were by the bigger dudes who like they hit these balls, and I was like, ooh, that ball probably should have went that far. Like, you know what I mean? Like I saw Alex Dickerson hit a ball over the scoreboard in right field. Alex Dickerson hit a ball over the scoreboard in right field, bro, and he hit this ball like, ooh,
bro.
You might not want to ever throw that pitch again. Like this ball went so far. Ooh. I saw Joe Adele hit.
Oh yeah, side note, congrats to Dickey, bro, going to Japan. He was in the Atlantic League last year. Yeah, he was in the Atlantic League last year in Long Island. He was with Long Island last year. He put up some numbers, bro. Hey,
did he?
Hey.
Dicky balls, bro. He's just got an old man body, bro. He's just got an old man body, bro.
That's it, bro.
If he can stay healthy, that man will give you 280 with 25 every year, bro. He can't run either, but
no problem.
He can't run.
No. He got that pole though. That pole will be up there every day.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, but love him. That's one of my favorite people.
Oh yeah, good dude, bro. Great guy. The Reds, De La Cruz. That's how they say.
Nice.
Right?
Be nice.
The shortstop.
Yeah, but you see the young shortstops that they have coming. You got Ellie, and then you got Pittsburgh's that's got O'Neill too. Like those dudes are gonna be fun to watch,
bro.
Yeah.
I just know because they're both fast. I want them from a player standpoint. I just want them to continue to develop in the big leagues because the big leagues is not the minor leagues, bro. You guys see you all the time. This and that, but like make sure that these guys don't fall into like, okay, I'm 6'5" and every swing should be a home run swing. Hey man, get your hits, bro. Get your hits, use your speed, be impactful.
That's it.
Don't worry about everything else to take care of itself, bro. Make an impact, bro. That's it.
That's it. No, for sure. And then, you saw the moves that they made, that the Reds made with their pitching staff this year. They signed a few pitchers. Let me see. Let me pull up. Let me pull up what they did with their pitchers, because I'm pretty sure they did a good bit with signing some guys this year. Where's that? Let's see. They signed Suter.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot they signed Suter. They signed Suter to a 1-year deal, I believe. It's a 1-year deal, $3 million
Okay.
guaranteed with a $500,000 buyout. So they got Suter. I think they're talking
Mm-hmm.
about putting Suter in the
Mm-hmm.
rotation too. I think that would be a good fit for him. He's been a swingman. You give Suter kind of a role that he's gonna know that's his. I feel like he'll take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a crafty
Oh yeah,
pitcher. He
yeah,
knows
yeah,
what
for
he's
sure, for
doing.
sure.
Knows
Yeah,
what he's
you
doing.
need that type of in that ballpark too. You need a
Hundred
crafty guy in that
percent,
ballpark.
100%. Ooh, red side Frankie Montes too. Got Frankie.
Really?
Got Frankie. Who else? They were trying to get Dylan Cease, didn't get him. My boy Hernan signed a minor league deal down there though. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So Hernan's down there. Who else do we got? Oh, they signed Candelario. I think that was one of their big signings for the
Oh,
offseason.
they did a 3-year deal, right?
Yeah, 3-year.
Give me 3-year.
3-year, I think. 3-year, 45. Saucy.
He gonna put up some numbers in that
Saucy,
ballpark, bro.
yeah. He's gonna definitely
nasty,
put up some
bro.
numbers.
He gonna put some
yeah.
up.
He's definitely gonna put some numbers up right there. Who else? That's not all they signed. They signed Nick Martinez and Emilio Pagan as well. Like I said, they did some work on that pitching staff for the most part. I think that's what they were trying to do.
I think that's what teams have to do. Like these lower market teams have to do. They have to make sure that they load up on their pitching staff because, we all know the young guys, the young position players are coming. We all know that, right? I mean, you got to make sure that you sprinkle in some veterans, but that pitching staff has to be seasoned, bro. You have to be seasoned for
you have to,
staff, bro.
It's not being seasoned as much as having pieces in there to help it be seasoned to, add the seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can have, just like me when you're cooking, you have that fresh raw chicken breast, right? Just brand new out the pack, but it's going to taste terrible. You know what I mean? Like if you just throw that thing in there, you just eat it, right? But you add the veterans and people that know how to make good chicken, et cetera, et cetera. You add the good chefs in there. They're adding the seasonings to it, and that's what makes it better. You know what I mean? Then they know how to properly cook it. So you can have the new, but you got to have the seasoning as well. You know what I mean? And I think that's what they did. They tried to add some starting pitchers and some relief pitchers to that were good. I was hoping that I was talking to the Reds for a bit. I actually was again when we did the intros. I said that I was there. I was at the alt site in 2020. Obviously, didn't do enough to get re-signed and be a part of them. But I'm happy for Suit and Emilio and Nick. Those guys. I feel like Nick's going to be good there. I think he's going to be in the rotation too, possibly. I think they're doing what they want to do. Like I said, organizations are always going to do what they want to do and find what fits for them and what they're looking for. And so, best of luck to them. And it's going to be interesting. That NL Central is going to be interesting too. I think both Centrals and the AL and Central are going to be dogfights this year. It's going to be fun to watch. So
yeah,
again,
they're. I mean, for so long, they have been like the black sheep of the league, like, you know what I'm saying, the black sheep of each league. Like, okay, you got the NL Central, it's like, oh, okay, it's not as strong, but you got the Cardinals up there. Oh, well, the AL is not strong, but I mean, you
got the Twins,
you got the White Sox, bro, and they broke down everything.
Twins,
they broke down everything. You got the Twins, you got the Guardians, bro. Like, I mean, they're good teams there. They're just
small market teams.
Ends, you got the West and. Exactly, bro.
You got the teams that are making the splashier moves. Yeah, it's splashier moves. But like you said, at the end of the day, it's 27 outs. You still got a ball. You still got to go out there and play. Money when you get on the field,
bro.
Money it doesn't mean as much as you think. All right, so going from there again. So synopsis on
surprise.
The synopsis on the Cincinnati Reds is they're going to be in a dogfight for the NL Central. It's going to be interesting. I think they're gonna be playing well. They have a chance to take the title there and make a playoff spot as well, especially with the expanded playoffs. Definitely have a shot to make the playoffs this year and do some damage possibly, depending on how pitching and defense is at the end of the year. We'll see how that staff and how healthy they hold up and what pieces they add and see where they're at. But got a good shot to make the playoffs. Do I think they are World Series contenders? I wouldn't go that far. but anything
No.
can happen. But I see them as being competitive in the NL Central and, making some noise and getting to the playoffs this year. It's a good possibility. So you said you want to go from there and go
Let's go to Surprise.
Surprise. Home of the
Surprise is the
Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, we got the ringing World Series champs, dog. And my childhood team growing up, Juan Gonzalez, Ivan Rodriguez, all
really,
guys, man. My childhood team. I know I get a lot of heat, bro. I get a lot of heat because I'm from LA, but I knew all those guys in LA. But there's something about, bro. Juan Gonzalez was a right-handed hitter. I was an outfielder.
Rafael Palmeiro.
Yeah, bro. They had guys, bro. Hank Blaylock, like old school guys.
Michael Young,
bro. Like, yeah, bro. Hey, that was crazy, man. Playing against him, I was like, damn, man. I can't believe I'm playing against this dude right now. I had his ass on World Series Baseball 2K1 on Dreamcast, bro.
He said the Dreamcast.
Well, that Dreamcast, just like MVP baseball. Shit. Like, bro, that shit was wild. I remember
the Dreamcast. So trust me, man. It's all good.
Yeah. Hey, these young bucks don't know nothing about that, bro. That was like one of the first discs.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, man.
So we got the
Royals too. The Royals are over there.
Yeah, we got the Royals and the Rangers.
Let's start with the Royals, bro.
You want to talk about the complex? Like I don't go there much. I haven't been there much. You've probably been there more than I have. Again, similar aesthetics to what they've been doing in Arizona over the past few years is meshing two teams together in a complex. Having them there, it makes it saves space, saves time for a lot of people. You have the minor leagues and big leagues there all in one place, two teams, so you can have joint practice. It just makes it a lot more convenient. Yes. But again, to go back to field surface and everything else like that, it's a professional field surface. You always, for the most part, all the spring training places are pretty nice. They do great jobs there. Scenery and Surprise. I mean, older
part of town. Very, very much older part of town. A lot more. Peoria the same way too, but Peoria is a little bit younger. But Surprise is a smaller, older community there. Less traffic, but
more quiet. Yes, quiet.
Going somewhere else, bad. I did pass by recently, bro, and I did notice that the Rangers and the Royals did build two apartment complexes next to the place.
Oh, really?
So big ups to those two teams for doing that because, as you know, we talked about it earlier. The rent is crazy out here. So
I mean, that's smart. That's smart. That's smart on the business part because they're going to get paid for it too, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like they're making money off. They're building it and making money off of it too. So I mean, that's hella smart by them, and it protects their investments in the long run too because they can put their whatever guys they want. They can put in there like, hey, we have somewhere, and they can watch them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they got their eye on them. They can
protect their investments. So no, for sure, it's definitely like you said. It's quieter. It's a little older. It's nice though. I mean, if that's the vibe you want, and you want to if you want to focus on what you want to focus on and just chill, and if you're tired after games, that's a good place to be. For sure. I mean, I've never said anything bad about Surprise. I mean, it's out there, but it's not a bad place.
It's just out there. The facility, the playing surface, I thought that was really, really good. Even on the backfields are really, really good back there. The big main field, it's kind of a bigger field, very intimate. Also, they don't pack out as much. Except when the Cubs come over there. The Cubs come over there everywhere they go, they packed out.
You bring the Cubs anywhere, it's getting packed.
Yeah, they're gonna pack out. Yeah, so I mean, it's just very intimate setting. It's pretty cool. It's just like I said, so it's an older part of town. So you got a lot of older fans. You got a lot of older people coming from KC, they want to get out of the cold for the, they're like the snowbirds and all that stuff. So, I can't say too much about Dallas because Dallas is almost the same weather as, Arizona. But yeah, it's a little older crowd, but yeah, that's a nice place to play. They also got a military base over there too, or Air Force base. Cause a lot of people come over there. They're like, the hell? Like, is that the F-13? But yeah, they got like a base over there, so they just fly around all day, you know, do their training and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
No, it's tight. Yeah, no, like I said, being as I was a veteran and older, as you know, these new complexes started getting built, I didn't have to travel as much to some of these places, so I haven't been to some of them. So, you know, it's all been, you know, word of mouth. So I've seen a few of them in passing. So I mean, I'm not going to say too much about it, but we'll go into running down these teams real quick. We have again the reigning World Series champions, the Texas Rangers. I'm not going to speak on the Texas Rangers too much because I'm not fond of them right now because of just the conversations I've had with them over the past couple of years, just being completely honest. So, you know, I'm glad they're defending world champions. They have a good squad. And, you know, I'm going to leave it at that. You know, they have another chance to win a World Series. I'll let you talk about the Rangers because, like I said, I got some friends over there. I know some people personally over there. And I've had some conversations and how things have moved with them, especially over the past 2 years. Like, I'm not off of them, but I mean, you know, just.
Oh man, you never know, man. It might get changed. I know exactly what you mean.
You never know, but it's. I mean, that organization is not to frustrate me. You know, honestly, them and when we get to the Angels, them and the Angels too. But you know, it is what it is. It's life. Things happen. You know. Like I said, I'm not gonna discredit them on the World Series or anything like that. It's just like I said, same thing. Like I said with Gabe, like you know, they could have handled some things better, possibly. That's just my opinion. And my opinion don't mean nothing. So it's all good. My opinion means something, but to them it doesn't. So
it's your opinion,
life,
bro.
But, but I feel like they got a good staff. They got a good starting staff, and they obviously got some boppers. You know, you got Simeon and Seager and Adolis. So you know, I'll let you run through it.
I think, you know, we all have those teams, you know, especially as players, and you'd be just like, why are you saying that about me? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what they see, but I don't know what the negotiations are between you and them. But as a fan, I like the Texas Rangers as a fan. But I don't condone any kind of like downplay on any professional athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like, especially in that negotiation part. So I hope in the future all those they can get better. If anybody else, bro, that goes through it, like you really don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just be honest to a certain degree. That's all. That's all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just to that. You know what I mean, bro? Yeah, that's it. Keep it 100, man.
And that's the reason why I think it would be tough for me to actually work in the front office like that, where I have to negotiate contracts and stuff like that. I just want to get the guy better. That's all I want to do. That's my drive.
My whole thing is
as far as
I just want it to be a win-win for everybody. I feel like if it's a win-win for everybody, you get the best out of people. You know what I mean? It's not. I understand there's a business aspect to it, but when not necessarily the Rangers, but when you see, like I said before, I said it last time, like you see teams say, "Hey, like." We're looking at relievers, or we're looking at this specific position, not necessarily relievers, but like, and I know other guys feel the same way. Like you look at, well, we're looking at this position and you do well, and then they go sign somebody and you're like, okay, like, why didn't you sign me? And I'm going to give you the same, maybe for less, that you can go make the team even better too. And then you see them like, hey, well, we can't do that for you, but they go do it for somebody else again. You're like, that person was worse than me again. Like you're like, all right, like what is it then? What is it?
Keep it a buck.
Yeah, it's like, what is it then? Like, just tell me what.
Like, hey, we don't think you're a good fit. That's it.
Yeah, and it's like, what? Like, we're not a good fit. It's like, okay, like what's the fit then? So like, you gotta, like, if you tell somebody they're not a good fit in those circumstances too, explain why they're not a good, not even give them like an in-depth answer, but give them something that be like, hey, like this is why, like this is what we were looking for, and you don't fit that. Then you can be like, all right, like y'all are going in a different direction. Or if it's like something that you need to work on, be like, hey, you know what? We would like you as a fit, but like we feel like this is something that you were lacking that we were looking for. Like give us something to work with at least, but it's just like don't just leave us out there and then you go sign or you go sign somebody like a first baseman with the similar profiles as me, or a reliever, or a closer, or a second baseman with the same profile, and then be like, well, you didn't fit. Then you go pay them all this money. You know what I mean? It's crazy how it works, but it's
definitely. It's a very excusable defense mechanism that I don't like as what GMs and player development people do. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think that it's not necessary. Like it's
That
too much because now you have to you have to take more steps and just like literally just
yes,
go right there. Just tell them it's right
I
there.
think, and that's what I think. It's just unnecessary. Like that's all. Sorry, we got sidetracked again. Let's get going. I'll let you run into
yeah. Well, anyway, I think the review with you know it's easy. I'm gonna keep it short with the Rangers because obviously they had a lot of good things. I mean, one, it's a tough division. They got Houston dogfight. They're Houston Astros. That's now you got the Mariners in there too. The Mariners got a lot of key young pieces too. They got good pitching. They got some boppers. They're playing a game. They're starting to try to come into their own now. But hey, the Rangers were right there, you know, with all their key pieces. They made they opened up their checkbook and they're like, hey, we're getting Seager, we're getting Simeon. And, you know, you got the one young kid. I'm not good with names. You got the one little outfielder, you know, he made a big splash in the playoffs. So you got
Garcia.
That the Cardinals just let Garcia.
I don't see how you,
the other kid, the left fielder.
Josh Jung. Jung's the third
lefty.
baseman.
The young, yeah, not him. The left fielder.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Like they slide him in the middle of the lineup, bro. Oh, damn, what's his name, bro? But while you look for his name, I'm gonna keep talking about him. So they literally they had key pieces, but I think majority because of they opened up the checkbooks, but the best piece they got was Bochy.
People don't understand that was such an underrated piece for them. But also, Eovaldi.
Like,
you had Eovaldi and Montgomery in the playoffs. Just
Played with Nate and the Dodgers.
I played with Nate too.
Great guy. Great guy, bro. Very, very. You know, bounced around a little bit. You know, he got hurt a little bit, but I mean, that dude's a dog, man. So that's the guy that you really, really want, and he's from Dallas too. So he put up for his city. Also Montgomery there, you know, you got those other guys coming back.
And they signed Kirby and David Robertson. So I mean, like I said, they've been making some moves too. I'm not mad at them for that. Like I said, I mean, you got to make your team better. I mean, just communication wise. Like I feel like that's the number one thing in this in life in this sport is communication and time. I feel like, you know what I mean. You don't want to waste either one of those. Absolutely. And I feel like you start doing that, that's when people get like a bad distaste in their mouth to a certain extent. I think you're talking about Evan Carter.
Yes. But left fielder. He was
center fielder.
He was in the World Series.
Yeah, center fielder.
No. Rangers.
Yeah, he's a lefty, 21 postseason. He hit 300.
He came up like
he hit 3. Yeah, in the regular season, he only had 62 at bats, hit 362 at bats, and then went to the postseason and hit 300. That's not a bad first year to come in for.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yep, Evan Carter. Yep, that's a good little pickup. They threw him right in the fire, bro. Like towards the end of the year, dog, he was like in the middle of the lineup, bro, doing this thing. Like,
balling.
I mean, that I love that. I love that they. I mean, I don't know what's his background. He was probably obviously he was a big prospect. But you know, to give that guy confidence like that, and more teams should be doing that, man. Don't let that guy get his burn. Like, let him learn, let him fail, let him learn. What it is to walk and talk like a big leaguer. You know what I'm saying? And,
until he can't do it anymore.
They got him. Exactly. So we're going to be seeing him bopping around in the AL West. And it's going to be enjoyable, man. The AL West is going to be enjoyable this year too. So
so we'll say ultimately they got a chance to run it back. They got a good team, good squad. You know, they got veterans. They got a chance to do some more damage. So we'll leave them at that. And you know, best of luck to them this year. And again, got a chance to take the AL West and the World Series one more time. Next, we'll go to the Kansas City Royals. I think they're trying to take that AL Central this year, bro. Did you see all the moves they made? Did you see
No, I
all
haven't
the
even kept up with
bruh,
them because I just feel like they're playing Moneyball.
bruh? Like no, like they made some moves this year. They signed Adam Frazier, I think 2 days ago.
Okay. Oh
Um,
yeah. They did sign
they
him.
signed
Good
Adam
piece. Good
Frazier.
piece. He's a
They
good
signed
basketball guy.
they signed Seth Lugo.
Sandy Leon. Sandy
Um,
Leon, the catcher.
yeah. Who else? Where's this at? Um, they signed De Leon. They signed, like I said, Seth Lugo, I
Walker too.
believe. Yeah, they signed Walker. That's what I'm saying. They've
Yeah.
made some
Yeah.
like I said, I think they're trying to do something. They signed Hunter Renfro too. I forgot they signed Hunt.
Okay.
Like I
Okay.
said, I think they're
Yeah,
trying
they're doing the
to.
thing.
Let's see, Adam
That's another
Frazier,
team that I feel like
De
they
Leon.
have to
They signed
go. They
Sandy
have to go
Leon.
pitching first.
They went minors on Sandy Leon. They claimed Max
Mhm.
Castillo. Um, no, the Red Sox claimed Max Castillo. Let's see, they got Michael Walker. Who else? I said Lugo on a 3-year deal. Oh, they got Chris Stratton too, I believe. They got Walker.
Signed Will Smith.
They got Will
They signed Will
Smith
Smith.
too. Like I said, they
Wow,
went
bro. Hey, you know that crazy stat, bro, that he had, bro?
three.
Every
He's
team
three
he's
for three.
gone to,
Three for
he
three.
went 3 for 3
But
in the World Series, bro.
but
So
that's the thing. Like people don't understand. I have a 7-year streak of being in the playoffs, no matter what team I'm on, no matter what league I'm on.
mm,
7 or 8,
mm, let's go. Let's
bro.
go. You need
And
that
I've won.
juju.
And I've
You need
won.
that juju.
And I've like won my division in most of the leagues I've been in too. I was
Yeah.
with the Braves,
I
Giants.
mean,
You know what I mean? The Carp 3 years.
that that freaking that type of thing that it gets very unwritten because it's like
Baseball
you know
players
how to
know that
win.
stuff. Baseball
You know what
people
it
know that.
takes.
Yeah,
Yep.
baseball people know that
You
stuff.
know
But
what it
it's
takes to
funny to
win.
see. It's funny you don't see everybody looking at it. But Royals doing big things. Again, we'll run through
Yeah,
them real
it's good.
quick. I'm like I see that what they're doing right now. I see the moves they're making. I'm noticing it. It's going to be a fight. Like I said, the AL Central
Yeah.
this year is going to be a fight. We just talked about the Guardians, talked about the Twins, which the
Mhm.
White Sox. They're trying to piece some things together. I think they're in a kind of rebuilding stage. We'll get to them in a second, but um, the Royals they put their foot to the gas for this year, and we're going to see what they're going to do. I think they're trying to
You got to,
make some
man.
things happen in the next few years. They got their prospects coming through. I see what they're doing, and their front office is playing it well right now. They start off slowly rebuilding, and then they're adding some veteran pieces. And again, they're going to be really competitive
hmm
this year. It's going to be a
hmm
fight, and we'll see what happens. I think they have a chance to be in the
Look,
middle of that pack in the AL Central as well, and have a chance to make the extended playoffs. And we'll see what happens.
hmm they need to build that team around Bobby Witt, man. Bobby
Yeah,
Witt's gonna
Witt's
be a
nasty.
dog, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's not.
he already is a dog. They need to give him that crown and be like, hey, we gotta go for it because we know
Yeah,
Salvador
100%.
Perez is going to be done in the next couple of years, whatever. But I mean, I hope what they do to Salvador, put him right into the coaching role. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he
Yeah,
is a
that'd be
catcher.
nice.
We just talked about, catchers
Yeah,
knowing the whole game and stuff like that. And his longevity
at
of it.
least keeping him in the
But
organization in
yeah,
a role on the big league
you
team to
have to
take
keep
over
him in the
that.
organization.
To keep him there just to set
Absolutely.
it up for later. But
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, we'll run
hmm
without.
Yeah.
That was the Royals. Good chance to make the playoffs. Good chance to
hmm
be in the AL Central
Yeah.
crown discussion. We'll see what happens. Excited for them.
Yeah.
Excited to play against them this year, and we'll see what happens next.
hmm
So we go from
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
to where are we going next? Where do you want to go next? We can go
You want to go
to
up the street off Bell
you want to go
to
Peoria,
Peoria?
or I was going to say you want to go Peoria,
Yeah, because we know both about Peoria.
or we can go Glendale. I was going to say we can go Peoria, go Glendale. We can go Peoria. We'll go Peoria.
Uh,
We go Peoria. We go Peoria. We
yeah,
go
let's go
Peoria.
Peoria, then we go Glendale. Yeah.
We'll go Peoria. Peoria.
Um, Sports
I,
complex off Bell Road.
the playing surface could have been a lot
So
better
you
when I
know
was
about the
there. I
San
don't know if
Diego.
they're. Yeah, I don't want to, like, my time in San Diego was, like I said, that was AJ Preller's first year getting there. I'll save those stories for when we have people that played with me come on and talk about that. But
hey, bro, I was there. I was there with you too, bro. I was in spring training with you too. Well, I was on the minor league side, but yeah, I was there too, bro.
I came down there for it was. We'll get into we'll get into it. We'll have some people on from that team. Like I said, we'll have Bronze on here. We'll bring Bronze on. We'll talk about the Padres. But no, as far as the complex, it was kind of new. They were trying to figure it out. I think it was getting better. I like it was it's one of those places where you have two teams. You're trying to keep it convenient. You can walk over to the Mariners side really whenever you want to. They can walk over to yours. It's really for convenience, and I liked it that way because you got to see more people. You got to see your friends. You got to interact with more people and see not just people from your team all the time. You got to see other guys and, build friendships and relationships with other people, and you never know where those could lead. But as far as like the complex, like it was all right. I mean, we had the little basketball. We had a nice little basketball, like half basketball court over there that I used to go and play on every day. So that was fun. And the guys I had when I was there, just my teammates and stuff were tight. So I'm not going to knock the complex too much. I wish the playing surface on the field would have been a little bit better, and the bullpen could have been a little bit better. But overall, spring training complex, that was nice, convenient, and, got some work done. And like I said, I'll just go into, talking about these teams in a minute. If you want to talk more about the playing surface and the complexes on the Mariners side.
I'll just say that the hotels are right across the street from each other. When I was there, when we first moved to the Dodgers, when I was with the Dodgers, when we first was trying out the Arizona complex, we were in instructional league, and we were at the Mariners hotels, Hampton Inn or something like that, and everything was just convenient. So I give top 3 best convenience off the what you need. There's a Target there, there's Chipotle, there's a lot of different restaurants over there or whatnot. So
right across the street, right?
I give this so I like that. And you have the San Diego Padres got a hotel right across the street too, so it's top 3 for me as far as convenience. But as far as the complex, you got the yay with the yay and the nay, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as the balance of what you can take. The outfield surface, the playing surface is okay, you know what I'm saying? But it's not great. But the convenience makes it very, very much enjoyable. But I haven't been there in a while, so I really think that it's probably a lot better now.
That's what I haven't been there.
Money, so hopefully they put some money in. Yeah,
I haven't been there in a while either. I've had Florida spring trainings for the past 3 years, so I haven't been there in a minute either. So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting. We'll run into the teams then real quick. We got the San Diego Padres and the Seattle Mariners. We just talked about. We'll go into the Mariners first, just because we were just talking about the AL West dogfight. Good team. They've made some trades this offseason, done some work, made the huge trade with the Twins for Jorge Polanco, sent Topa and Descalfani, a couple prospects back, making some moves, traded Suarez too. I feel like their pitching staff's young and they got a lot of experience last year, and especially when that dogfight they were in the AL West last year with that young staff, I feel like those guys are going to be good. And so I feel like they're building around their staff more than anything else. But then you have Julio. You got to build around that staff and Julio. That's all. I mean, pitching and defense. That man's a 5-tool player. I mean, he can do everything. And then you have you had Mike Ford there last year doing some damage from the left side. You got Ty France over there at first. You got who's it? Kelnick. That's over there bopping balls too. Klonick or something.
Yeah.
I don't.
Is it Kelnick?
I don't know. But he's over there. He's doing a great job over there. He's been, handling business. Like, they got a great team over there. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I feel like it's going to be them in the wild card more than I feel like battling for that AL West title, just because you have the Astros and the Rangers over there and what they've been doing. But I feel like they're going to make the wild card. They're going to have a chance to do some damage in the playoffs just because of their pitching and the guys they have. The guys they have get hot. They can, and they're young. They're going to be around for a while too. So I mean, I think they have some AL West titles coming in their future. I don't think it might be this year necessarily, but I feel like they got a great team and they're going to be doing some damage, and they're young and they're going to get the experience and they're going to handle some business. So I feel like they're going to be a playoff team again and be a contender. I don't see them figuring into the AL West title necessarily, but I feel like they're going to be a team that's going to cause some people some headaches and give some guys some trouble, and it's going to be fun. And I think they're going to make the playoffs this year, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah. I got the AL West sending 3 teams to the playoffs for sure, because they have the two wild card. I think the AL West actually, even three or four, man, because now you got the.
I don't know. I think
the Angels are always. I don't know,
you
man.
still got the AL East, bro. You still got the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, and the Yankees sitting over there. They're going to be battling. You got the Orioles. Can't even forget the Orioles. You got the Orioles over there. You know what I mean? There's 4 teams right there that could easily all be close to 100 wins to a certain degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not. It's going to be tough.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the AL's going to be tough. I mean,
it's going to be a good year for them.
Yeah. I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish your thoughts on the Mariners.
They need it. They need it in the state of Washington. You know what I'm saying? It's a long time coming. They got a good team. They just need to stay there, man. They need to stay there. They need to stay electric. They need to stay contending. If they don't win at AL West, it's not the end of the world. But don't worry about trying, because I heard it was something that was out, bro, that the front office didn't really care about winning as much. I think that needs to be thrown out of the window. I think every team needs to try to make it a priority to try to win, even from the minor leagues to big leagues or whatever. But yeah, I think they just need to stay exciting and play the fucking game. That's it. Play the fucking game. Play 27 outs, and they got a good fan base there. They got a good stadium.
No, they got a great fan base.
City. Come on, man. The Moneyball shit. Leave that shit to pass, man. It's about winning games. If they're gonna spend the money, but it's all about winning games, bro.
Yeah. Well, like I said, in the discussion, you got a chance to vie for a title just by making the playoffs. We do feel like those boys are going to make the playoffs and have a good year, so we'll see what happens. We'll run it to the Padres. Oh man, salary cap hit them hard, and they had to start dumping pieces, man. And I mean, it's weird what's going on over there. It's weird what's going on because they had all those guys, and all of them left too. Waka left, Martinez left. They got rid of Soto, and I know they were trying to sign him back, but you're telling me those guys didn't want to sign back there? Who would want to play in San Diego? I'm taking less money to go to San Diego more times than not, bro.
For
you know what I mean?
For sure.
To play in warm weather every day and be on the beach and be able to be on the West Coast, I would for sure, but I mean, everybody to each their own, it is what it is. But I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens this year. I think AJ's going to he's got to try to find some moves to make and some ways to get some more guys there to make that team a championship caliber team again. You got Tatis already. You got Cronenworth. You got the prospects, a few prospects on the up and coming. It's just, that salary cap got him a little bit. And it's going to be interesting to see what AJ does. I feel that's his job at this point, is to make some moves and get that team. Oh, they just signed all those guys from Asia, though. They signed the 2 relievers from Asia. So, I mean, they're trying to find alternatives to the problem, I guess, by going outside of, the norm. And I see, and I see what they're trying to do, and that's cool. I respect it. I mean, we'll see if it works. I hope it does for them, and I hope it does for AJ. And I've played against one of those guys, and he's pretty good. Yuki Matsui's pretty good. So
I just got one thing before we close out with San Diego, and this is just I hope this has some weight for them. The Dodgers is not the only team in the Major League Baseball league. The Dodgers is not the only team in Major League Baseball. It seems like they're always trying
to compete with them,
and beat the Dodgers, bro. No, they're not the only team. Worry about what you guys can do and just play the game, bro.
I feel you. Again, this is going to be kind of a transition year. I feel like to a certain extent, it's going to be interesting to see how this year goes. I feel like they're going to be competitive. You have Fernando Tatis, and you have that lineup. You have the starters they do have. You have who's the really good starter they have over there? What's the dude's name? You have Darvish. You still have Darvish. I mean, Darvish is just filthy, bro. Darvish is just filthy.
Bro.
And you have Darvish and who's the other guy? Oh, you got Xander Bogaerts. That team's still going to be good. I mean, they're going to compete. I just don't feel like it's going to be kind of a transition year for them. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
They made some moves. They got Michael King over there on the trade. They still got Machado. They got Musgrove. Musgrove had a great year last year too.
You
said you got Tatis.
He's a guy.
You got Tatis over there. You got Kim over
there. Shoot that.
You got Kim over there still. They got Higashioka in the trade. Who else? Like I said, they got Cronensworth. Oh, they got Brito. They got Johnny Brito. So Brito's going to be over there too. So, I mean, they're going to be competitive. I mean, they're going to struggle in that division just because they do have the Dodgers over there. And like you said, if they don't focus on the Dodgers, I feel like they have a chance to make the playoffs and do some damage if they get in. It's just, again, you gotta focus on what you can control and not worry about anything else and do what you got to do. So it'll be interesting to see. I feel like they have a chance to get into the playoffs. Like I said, it's going to be a crazy year for them just because of how much they did lose, honestly. That's the way I'm looking at it right now. Yes. I'm not saying anything else. It's just how much they did lose. Yeah. So it's just a matter of how much they did lose and what they're going to do with that. And we'll go to again, they will be competitive, but I just don't see them like doing what they really want to do with that. From there, we can go to Glendale real quick, but let's go ahead and knock out Maryville and the Brewers first, and then we'll go back to the Dodgers and Glendale and the White Sox after that. So the Brewers, always competitive in the NL Central, but they just lost Corbin Burns.
Yes.
Just lost Brandon Woodruff. Just lost Adrian Hauser. Lost most of their starting rotation. So
they must got somebody in. They must got some guys in the works, bro. They got some guys in the works.
I want to see, but Maryville. I mean, I played for the Brewers. I was at that spring training complex. I think they were doing renovations when I was leaving, so hopefully they were. But it's not in the best part of the city.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool. It's on the border of Scottsdale to a certain degree. It's on the border of Scottsdale and Phoenix. It's not too bad. It's like right in the middle.
Yeah, you can get around pretty easily. You can get around pretty easily over there.
And then, I mean, I had fun there. I mean, not because of where I was at, but just because the team I was on, the team I had was pretty cool. Counts was pretty good. It's a great dude. He's with the Cubs now, but Counts was good. I had a squad. I mean, you know, it was tight. I was just coming back from Japan. The facilities were okay. Like, again, I think they were renovating them, so I'm hoping that they did and that they updated some of the things in there. But I mean, it was cozy. That's all I can say. It was cozy. It was nice and cozy, and the stadium was nice. I feel like the playing surface could have been a little bit better as well. I think they were working on it. Again, I think they were renovating a lot of that stuff over there when I was leaving. since I didn't get signed back, and it's been 4 or 5 years since I've been over there. So we'll see. But again, not in the best part of town, not the greatest. Could be a little closer or a little further away from where it's at. Either one would be nice, but it is what it is. Not knocking Maryville for that.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing I got over there too. It's just not the best part of town.
Yeah, you don't get as many fans as you would like just because of that too. I think so. It is what it is. But we'll run through the Brewers real quick. Again, they lost most of their starting staff, which is interesting. Signed a couple hitters. Still have a great bullpen. They rely on their bullpen a lot every year. They rely on their pitching a lot every year. So it's going to be interesting to see what they bring out with the guys that they have now because of all the moves they made. Just like I said, they lost Corbin Burns, lost Adrian Hauser. They still have Freddie Peralta there, but you lose Brandon Woodruff, you lose Adrian Hauser, and you lose Corbin Burns. Like that's 3/5 of your starters right there. That's tough. And I think they did sign Wade Miley back. I'm not sure. But even with that, I mean, Wade's going to take a little bit off your plate, but is he going to take enough is the key. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of what are they going to do? They signed Royce Hoskins. So that's a big pickup. They added some bats to that. But with, again, what the Reds and the Cubs have been doing and the Cardinals, is that enough? You know what I mean? Is Royce enough with the rest of it? They got Willie Adames over there. They got some guys over there still, but how are they going to stack up with the other guys in that division, what they've been doing lately? I want to see if they make some more moves. It'll be interesting.
Pat Murphy. Pat Murphy's the manager over there now.
Murph's the manager. They signed Joe Ross. They signed Joe Ross to a major league deal too. Like I said, they got Wade Miley. They signed their like number one prospect to an 8-year extension. So did that as well. So. Yeah. I'm not getting into that because I mean, people are going to do whatever they want to do regardless. So it is what it is. But again, they got Jake Bowers as well. But is it enough? It's just we got to see if it's enough. I got to see if they make any more moves compared to the things that the people in their division are doing. Like I said, the Cardinals they made some heavy moves. The Cubs got counsel from them, and how good counsel is, and they're a young and up and coming team. And they got some pieces there, and they're making some moves. You have the Pirates, who are, we talked about the Pirates, like they're up and coming too. They got some holes, but they fill their holes. Like they're on a danger.
They're not afraid to get some veterans now, though. Bro. They still got Kutch to him just being a veteran guy. So they got some guys that's gonna complement those young guys too. So
and then you have, like I said, the Reds. You see what the Reds are doing. Reds are trying to make some noise as well. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited to see it for them and see what moves they make, and hopefully, I want to see them do well. It's one of my former organizations. I definitely want to see them do well. I hope they do well. Best of luck. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with them. I think it's going to be interesting. I think they're going to be competitive in the NL Central. I don't know if I see them getting a playoff spot necessarily. It just depends on what they do with that pitching staff for me, because they did lose a lot in that starting staff. And to have Freddie anchor that thing, it's gonna be a lot on his shoulders, and he's a good kid, and I think he has the chance and opportunity to handle that staff, him and Wade. But I'll be interested to see what else they do, and if they do anything. So that's the Brewers. Great organization. Loved the team while I was there. Had a great team while I was there. They're going to be interesting in the NL Central, and best of luck to them. Don't see them necessarily getting a playoff spot, but see them being competitive and fighting and playing some good baseball. So that's the Brewers. You got anything else on them real quick?
Oh, no, I just feel like they just have to go out there and just play their game and just worry about what they can do, because they're in the ballpark. They're going to hit. I'm just really worried about that pitching staff, but I think they'll be okay. I mean, you don't get rid of guys like that unless you got something up in the coming in the minor leagues. So whoever they got in the minor leagues coming, I hope you give those guys the opportunity to flourish in the big leagues and also learn. You know that you guys are probably going to give up a lot of runs, but you guys can also put up a lot of runs too in that ballpark. So, yeah, it's gonna like you said, that's not the team that's probably picked to be a playoff, but you never know. You never know. You never know. Midway trades and blah blah blah. You know all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't even got the spring training yet. So they might. There's still some guys out there. So you never know what they might do.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.